Hello everybody, in today's video is an average of 5 on the 4x4. It's the Moyu Weisu for those who are wondering. I just want to let you guys know that I've done completely different editing in this one. I've zoomed right up on the puzzle as you can see. This way you're not looking at my desk, which you don't really need to see. You can really see the solve up close. Unlike all of my other ones, this one you can really see it while still maintaining the timer in the top right. It did take a little bit longer to edit it this way, but I think it looks a lot better. In fact, it's even inspired me to change it even better for the next one, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull it off editing wise, but we'll see. But I think it looks a lot better like this, so I think I'm going to keep it. I like to make my averages entertaining visually as well as you guys seeing the solve. And you know what's funny too is when I've edited it like this and I can see my solves up close, I see so many mistakes I didn't need to make that I just don't really realize while I'm solving it. And I'm actually learning about my own solving by rewatching it like this. So I think it's really, really good. Anyways, today I am going to talk about how I sit as a musician. So as for those people who don't know, I'm a musician as well. But to me, that's even debatable. I mean, I play guitar and I can play drums and play bass and kind of keyboard as well. I'm a bit of a multi-talented instrumentalist. Not a vocalist though, but I don't know if I'm a musician anymore. I mean, I don't really write music. That's what a musician does. I mean, to me, there's different, categories of musicians. There's a studio musician who gets paid to play other people's stuff properly in the studio so their record sounds really good. Or they're, making jingles for commercials and stuff like that. Then there's, artists that actually write their own music, like bands that you hear on the radio and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to be one of those people who writes their own music for bands on the radio. And to be totally honest, I've never been super successful with it. I mean, I've been in a couple of bands and I've done a little bit of professional work writing parts of a song for a WWE wrestler that actually got published. I've done some things, but overall, I think that I've never really had the confidence to go ahead and pursue it as a huge career. I mean, I've always wanted to do it, but I've never really done it. And I gave up on the rock star dream years and years ago. I mean, that's something that I don't know. It just kind of left my hopes and dreams quite a while ago. But the whole wanting to play music is still in me. It's still in my heart. I still play guitar every day. In fact, I've been playing a lot more bass than I have been with guitar. You guys have seen my room tour, right? I showed you the tour of my recording room. I've got a lot of guitar equipment. And on my computer as well, I've got a new program called Logic Pro 10. And it's seriously amazing. It's like the most amazing recording program I've ever tried before. And I'm plugging all my instruments into this thing. And I'm getting musical tones out of my guitars and my bass that I've never had before. I can hook up a MIDI keyboard. That means that the keyboard doesn't have any sounds. It's used to control a program. But I can hook that up and have a grand piano coming through my speakers at like the best sound quality I've ever heard. I've got everything at my disposal. And the fact that I play drums in real life means that I can write drums. I'm actually better at writing drums than anything else in my opinion. And the program, it has a drum machine. I actually showed this in the video as well, where I was programming the drums to play something. And I can actually program the drums. So really nothing is stopping me at this point in time from making professional music besides the willingness to do it. So where do I sit on this? And I gotta say, it's a bit uneasy for me to think about. I've never really had enough confidence to go through, how many times I've started writing a song and never finished it? There are hundreds of riffs that I have made or parts of a song that people are just, and myself, I feel amazed to have made it. The one part sounds amazing and it's very, very creative. But as far as putting one part with another and that transition in between is really where I struggle with it. And it's maybe because I never really play with anybody else, because honestly, I think I'm a little self-righteous when it comes to my guitar playing and I like it the way I like it. And I mean, that's not to say that I'm not capable of feedback. It's just, I think that I'm too unconfident in myself to actually work with people properly when it comes to music. I don't know. I mean, I haven't had too many problems in bands or anything. I mean, the bands I've been in have broken up. And the last one wasn't a very good, clean breakup either. There was problems between people in the band, and not just me, but with other people as well in the end. And when it really comes down to it, I want to write music. I want to do it really bad. I want to write music for my channel. I want to write music that I might be able to play in a band in the future. But to me, I mean, I don't even know where I sit with what type of music I want to play anymore. Like, usually I'm a big metalhead and I can play the fastest guitar solos and the heaviest riffs and all, but it's not really going to get me anywhere. It's not really like something I'm super into anymore. I'm more into like relaxed music that's really, really complicated time changes and stuff. Like music you really got to think about to understand, It's very hard for me to describe it. You can probably tell that where I sit musically is very confused. I don't know what direction I want to go. And the thing is, I have the skills to make the music. It's the motivation and the confidence I'm lacking. It's definitely a huge thing that musicians go through. There's always that, like, you're stuck in a rut. And I've been stuck in one for a long time, and I really want to get out of it. But that's kind of where I sit with music. I really want to do some more stuff with music, and I am going to try to show it to you guys when I do it. So that's where I sit. Anyways, let's take a look at my average. The best time is 1 minute flat, 0.15 in the end. My worst time is 1:08, and my average of 5 is 1:04.18, which is good because I average around 1:05 or 1:06. But today I've been solving a lot, and I've been getting a lot of sub-1 singles. So hopefully I break that one minute barrier soon. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening, and I'll see you on my next video.